Hello everyone, and this is Sincere of Teacher Sincere's channel, and welcome once again. So this is a video. I had not planned to do another video this week. I know I've been sort of cranking them out a lot this week, and that's just not me. I sort of prefer to do just one video a week, maximum two. So I will, as of posting this video, I will have posted 3 in a week. So this is not how I normally do my channel, because I really, I don't want to end up being a hack, because if I have a lot of different ideas for videos. It's not very difficult for me to come up with different videos, but I believe more in quality over quantity. Okay, so this is sort of unusual, and I also prefer for my videos to be posted around Thursday or so, and sometimes maybe Saturday or Sunday, but I prefer them to be posted then. So I'm hoping that next week I'll get back to my normal schedule. But I guess I just was enthusiastic this week and want to do more than normal. And I also want to thank my new subscribers. I know my channel is still a very minute channel, but I'm thankful for small blessings. Okay, I never expected that I would be getting close to 100 subscribers. So I don't have 100 yet, but if I keep on sort of the momentum I'm on, hopefully I'll have 100 before the year is out. Okay, I like to be just sort of cautious. Okay, cautiously optimistic. Okay. I do. But anyway, I want to do this video today because I'm really excited. I ran across a young woman, and I have to check to make sure I'm getting her channel name right, named Bookish Realm. Okay, I ran across her channel this week. It just showed up, on my timeline. I wasn't particularly looking for African-American YouTubers, BookTubers, but it just happened. And always when it happens, I'm so excited because I do look fairly regularly at Comfy Cozy Up's channel. And there's another young lady, this African-American, her channel is, let me check as well, Reading with Mo. Okay, and I'm going to put the links to all of their videos in the description. Now with Reading Realm, what really got me excited, okay, because I just discovered her channel and I really haven't had time to look at it in depth, okay, but it showed up this afternoon before I had a student come. I was online and I saw the title from her channel of a video that she put up. When did she put it up? She put it up, and yeah, it has right here an hour ago. So she put it up today. I haven't refreshed my page, so it may be a little bit longer than that. But the title of her video is Reading a Book from Every Country in the World, Update #1, Venezuela. So I'm just really excited about this, okay? And I'm going to next put a clip of her explaining about what she's going to do. The only time that I have seen this was with another YouTube channel, and I'll show you his as well. I'm going to show clips, and I'll talk about them both. But first, before I get into anything else and I get too tied-tongued and get you even more confused, I'm going to show the clip from her video about her project of reading a book from every country. Okay, so let's begin.
Hello, you all. Welcome to the first Around the World Reading Challenge video. So you're going to see me in the same state at the end of this video, but I kind of wanted to give you a brief introduction. So at the beginning of this video, you're going to see me kind of go in with this very interesting initiative to do 3 countries in one video. What you're not going to see is in the background, I quickly learned that it was going to be difficult to do that because I am doing a little bit more than just reading translated books from countries. I am taking myself kind of on this cultural experience where I am trying food, I'm watching documentaries, I'm watching YouTube videos, reading articles, reading books outside of the translated book. And so this video has been a long time coming, It has been a very eye opening and rewarding journey. It has taught me a lot about myself, a lot about my lack of awareness outside of the Western world, which I could definitely slap myself around a couple of times for that. But I think that it is helping me grow into a more worldly person in a sense that I am aware of experiences that are not US centric. I talk a lot about my experiences here in the US and highlighting marginalized perspectives here in the US, but I decided last year that I wanted to take a more international perspective because I felt like this was an area in which I was lacking. And this is a heck of a project that I have taken on. I quickly shift from doing 3 countries to just one, and that is okay. From here on out, you are just going to see 1 country per video. And I
Well, I must say I'm extremely pleased. I'm really impressed. Um, the first time that I heard someone saying that they were taking on that they were actually they were doing the project on their channel was another channel called Fiction Beast, and I'm going to show you the homepage of his channel in just a little bit. But this is Bookish Realm's homepage. So she is going to read. Her plan is to read books in translation from every country. This is a wonderful project, and what she is adding to the project is absolutely great. It's this is really good, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see readers anywhere. I don't care where you are, but I get particularly excited when it's African Americans. I really do. It's good to see my people. Whenever we branch out and we say we are not going to do what is the norm, and we have the bravery to do it, it's great. And on her channel, she has over 20,000 subscribers. So this shows that you can have a booktube channel and do very, very well, even as an African American female. Now, there are other booktubers that I follow that have large numbers of subscribers on their channels. And then, like I said, there is Book Beast. I'm going to show you the homepage of his channel. His channel is impressive. I haven't looked at it in a while, but it's absolutely amazing. I think he might be, I think he said he was Russian. I may be wrong about that. About Book Beast, he has another channel called Philosophy Animal, and we actually follow each other on Instagram. He writes like haiku, so I think it's the same person. He has like it's set up his Fiction Beast Instagram page is set up similar in the description, the same way as his as the Philosophy Beast. They're set up the same. So but this is very this is I'm trying to think of the word, not heartwarming, but this is very promising. Very promising because the rate of reading in America is pretty low anyway. Probably half or over half of the population does not read at all. Okay. I plan to do a feature video on the statistics of what different countries, how many hours a week the different countries read. It did actually go up the numbers of hours read in the United States in places where people tended not to read that much during the pandemic. But otherwise, other than that, Americans, a lot of Americans don't read. But then at the same time, there are Americans that read. Okay. But I've noticed locally where I live at the library, if you go to the public library in my town, it tends to be older white people that come. Okay. They're at the library now. That you see them checking out books. Okay. And then, during the book sales that are seasonal, four times a year they have book sales. I've noticed every time, and this last time, and I went this spring, the book sale for this spring, the people that were there were mostly retirees, white. I saw one other African American woman, and then there were also people that looked like they might be in academia, academic types. So, and because we have a university here, the oldest state university in the country. in my hometown. So yeah, so you have a, and it's a large university, over 75,000 students and over 1,000 professors. Likely there were 1,000 there when I was going, so it's probably over 1,000 professors teaching there now. But this is just so promising and so heartwarming to see a young African American woman want to take on this task, because a lot of times we will have potential, both African American males and females, when we're young, and then we have other people that will talk us down and make us feel weird, and that we're not a, that we're sort of portraying the group if we don't go along with what everybody else is doing. So this is really, really important that we do this, and for books, that we branch out everywhere. It's very important. So this, it gives me a little bit of hope. It really does, to see this. And I'm going to show you Fiction Beast, and I'm also going to show you Reading with Mo's homepage as well. So, and just I'll put it up in just a second. Okay, so this is Fiction Beast, his page. Um, Storytelling, philosophy, and psychology. Okay, and um, he hasn't recorded anything in a month now. He did a long 4-hour video, 4,000 years of storytelling. And you can see the types of authors he has on here. He has the classics. This is just the beginning. He has a lot of philosophers he's been doing this year. He has you have different existentialists and people like Ayn Rand, and let's see, there is Jean-Paul Sartre, I think, and Carl Jung. He did Chekhov, Soren Kierkegaard's. I really want to read one of his books that he talked about. He did a series on him. So these are the type of people. Albert Camus, Europe's 50 best novels, and he was the one that did a project of reading all of the a book from every country in the world. He was on that task. I'm not sure if he finished it up, but these are, you can get a taste of the kind of authors he has on his channel. So yeah, so his channel, yeah, I just read Gustave Flaubert, Madame Bovary, and I plan to do a video. I have it, it's in the works now, that I'm going to do about Madame Bovary and another novel. There's Tolstoy, one of my absolute faves. Marcel Proust. Okay, so, and like I said, he was doing all kinds of there's let's see, what is that? I think it's the Epic of Gilgamesh. So yeah, there's a Hungarian author. I don't know her, but yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. His channel is, I highly recommend it. And then I'm going to show you next. I'm going to put up uh, Mo's channel. Okay. Okay. Now this is Reading with Mo. She has over 8,000 subscribers, and she's African American as well. And this is the homepage: Monique Studio, Bookish Vids, and more. And I really sort of looked in depth at her channel this week for the first time, because I wasn't sure if she was mostly showing um, just reading bestsellers, but she is reading some classics as well. I've really gotten on this classics trip that I'm on, reading the classics and wanting to read books. I see some things that are modern books, and I've been reading international authors now for the last several years. But yeah, this is her videos that she has on her book hauls and everything. But and my channel, though, my channel, I love books. I am a bibliophile, a bookworm, extraordinaire. Well, not necessarily. I wish I could read more. I wish I had more time and energy to read more. But I'm trying to finish up a couple of books now, so I can try to meet the Goodreads challenge. And maybe this month I can talk a little bit more about new books that I've taken on. But I just love this. This is absolutely wonderful to see African American people reading and then proving that you can have, because I'm a newbie at this. I've only had my YouTube channel a little bit less than 8 months now. Okay, it's getting 8 months, close to 8 months. And I only had a big jump after doing the videos about Cleopatra and about the Cushites. Um, so my channel, my channel is a hodgepodge. Okay, it's a booktube channel, but it's also, I want to talk about history, just talk about different things about the teaching life, the kind of teaching life that I have. So yeah, and this it's variety on my channel. I don't do the same old. And of course, if you do have a book channel, you're not going to be doing the same old anyway, because the choices with books are endless. But I just want to share these, and I'm going to show you Comfy Cozy Up's channel. I have in a previous video put the link to her channel. What she is doing now, she is also taking on a reading project. I think through the suggestion of her viewers. Okay, so I'm going to put her up next. Now I mentioned Comfy Cozy Up's channel before. I just want to share it here and share a little bit about her channel. This is the home page. And what she is actually doing now, her project, her reading project that she is taking on, she is starting a Caribathon. And what the Caribathon is she is reading books. I don't know for how long, but books. At least during this summer. Summer will be starting on the June the June the 21st. Yeah, that's summer solstice. So, but she is reading Caribbean authors, okay? And she herself, I don't know if she was born here in the United States, or at least her parents. They were born apparently in Jamaica. They are from the Caribbean. So she is reading Caribbean authors, and she's on day one of the Caribathon. So, but like I said, I'm just thrilled by this. I'm just really impressed. I'm thrilled. I'm just so happy. And she has her subscriber base is 3,000. She's lower than Mo, that has 8,000 or so, and then even lower, and then of course the top is of the ones that I have come across is Bookish Realm, that has over what does she have? I think over 28,000. So it's wonderful. So this proves that you can be African American, you can love books, you can be a woman, African American woman. I'm looking to see booktubers that are African American male that are reading. I did run across one guy, but I think he's reading not exactly the stuff on the caliber that these ladies are reading, and stuff. And I mentioned, I did a video a few weeks ago of Days of Noah. Now, Days of Noah doesn't really read fiction, and his book is not a booktube channel, but he reads. He reads. He was saying on back, I guess a couple of years ago, he reads about 7 or 8 books at a time. I was doing that many at one point, but now I'm down to, like, I'm trying to keep it. Right now I'm reading 5 books, but I probably reduce it to 3: a fiction, a Christian book, and a nonfiction book, or either a book on Islam. Okay, I had been planning. I started reading the Quran again back about a year or so ago. I started reading several years ago and only got about a fourth through it. But and I was taking notes, actually. I've got to find the notes, but I took a lot of notes doing a comparison between it and the Bible. So I want to go back and I want to finish reading the Quran, because I just feel like as an educated person, I should read it. A number of years ago, a Turkish friend of mine that's now a professor, her family, when she was going to university here in my hometown, working on her PhD, and I met her parents. It used to be, one of my Turkish friends, and I made a mistake on a previous video. I said my Turkish students. I had Turkish friends living here in my hometown. I met them through another Turkish student who is also a professor, teaches in Kars in north eastern Turkey near Armenia. I met some of the other ones that were studying here through her. And so this friend of mine, my family met her parents that came here to visit her, and she mentioned, because her father couldn't speak English, but she mentioned that her father had read all of the Bible. And that really got me, thinking. I think before they came, I had actually started trying to read the Quran, but I was thinking I really need to read the Quran because here is a Muslim gentleman, and he has read the Bible. He's done something that a lot of Christians haven't done: read all of the Bible. Now, I've read all of the Bible. I've read the Protestant Bible, the 66 books, and I've also read the Orthodox Bible. There are different Bibles, as you know. The longest Bible is the Ethiopian Bible, but it hasn't been translated into English yet, all of it. But anyway, I digress. I'm all over the place, like I like to be. But I know I'm sorry that I probably irritated you with that, but I'm just really impressed. I'm really happy to see this, and I hope that more will show up on my timeline. I wasn't out here looking specifically for African American YouTubers. It just showed up. Comfy Cozy Up was the first, I think, and then I see these other young women, and it makes me. It's great. I hope to see more my age. One, I think the first booktuber that I let's see, Fiction Beast was the first, and then the Grimm Reader, she was the second booktuber. So I didn't think it was possible really, because books are sort of looked down on by a big section of the public, or I mean basically just ignored by a big part of the public. So it was just so great to see others, book lovers, other bibliophiles out there having channels and having a good subscriber base. So it is doable. Okay. It gives me a lot of hope. Um, I do YouTube basically as a hobby. Okay. It's a hobby of mine. I'm just, sure, my channel is not perfect. I'm not trying to make everything picture perfect. I want my channel to be as natural as possible, not so natural that you can't understand me, but I want it to be more natural and real, because that's how I am. I know maybe some of the younger generation like to gloss things more, make it more glossy, but yeah, I like things to be a little bit raw. Okay. But I would like for my like I did my little tiny, teeny tiny, I call it little tiny mini documentary about Queen of Monterenas. I would like for those videos to be more perfect than I've been doing. I make mistakes sometimes, and all of that. So, but as time goes on, I hope I will get better. I already see improvement. It's not easy. It's enjoyable, but it's not easy doing YouTube videos for me, because I'm an introvert, and it's not easy. And I probably was looking at my microphone when I should be looking here, but it's not easy to do YouTube videos, because if you're an introverted person and really putting yourself out there to the public, it is rather difficult. Okay. It's a little bit unnerving, but it is doable, and I'm glad I'm doing it. So once again, I want to thank my new followers. Welcome. I hope you enjoy my channel. Expect a lot of variety. Okay. I do not specialize. Okay. I'm an old schooler. I call myself a child of the last of the generation of people that were in the liberal arts. And I'm not talking about liberal like liberal politically, but the liberal arts were things like literature, history, philosophy, astronomy, all that stuff. It goes back centuries. This was the real university curriculum until they sort of made university into kind of a high class trade school. I had theology in there as well. So I'm a child of that old tradition, that ancient tradition I'm not as good as the other earlier generations, but I'm in that little tiny club, if you want to say. Okay, but I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned about some YouTubers, booktubers that are doing some great stuff. It's very encouraging, and it just makes my heart sing. If I want to use a cliche, okay, it really makes my heart sing to see this. It makes me very, very happy. I hope to run across more, and I wish them all the best. Um, I'm willing to show people that got bigger public than I do, because I want to see this. This is something, as an educator. This really gives me a lot of hope that we can develop a more that there are some people out there that are still holding on to some of the old ways, and it values learning for learning's sake, and also who value books. and understand how books can really change your outlook on life. They really can. They are so important. So much important. And, we sort of live in a tragic age because people get their education from the television. And a lot was on television. I'm sorry to say it's just propaganda. A lot of it is, even the entertainment. So it's very important that we read the classics, that we read, try to take, if you can only do 15 minutes a day, 15 to 30 minutes a day of reading, do some reading. If you don't feel like reading, I don't do audio books because I don't feel like it's reading. But if that's the best you can do, listen to audiobooks. Okay. So I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for listening to my video. Next week I hope to be back on schedule and not make a bunch of videos during the week because that's just not me. I stuck in a little bit of time this week. I try not to procrastinate, but these were things that really were on my mind and on my heart, and I just really had to say something. So I wish Bookish Realm all the best in her quest, her big project of trying to read a book from every uh, country in the world. I have read from a good many countries. I'm sort of stuck on Middle East, African, Turkish, um, uh, but particularly Middle Eastern. I do like Japanese authors. A few years ago, I read a Thai author that was wonderful. The book Four Rains. Rain, not like rain, like the weather, but REIGNS. Four Rains, classic in Thailand. And these books open up. They're magic. It's like, well, I hate these words like magic, but I mean they're magical. Okay, it's just so important to really see what's out there in the world of books. So I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. So this is Sincere. Until next time.